It's 5 o'clock on a Wednesday, and it's time for...
A Craig and Ryland Magic Review Show.
I'm Craig.
I'm Ryland.
Welcome back to another review show right here on...
Magic TV.
Absolutely, and we are live from Blackpool. We have been here for almost 2 weeks now. You have been performing at the House of Secrets most nights. It was my birthday yesterday. Went to see Jasper Cherry live. He was very, very good. Your show was good. Jasper's show was great. We've had an amazing time in Blackpool. Back to reality next week. You're back at school. I know. And I'm down Alakazam without you for a whole week. I know. Gutted. But you'll be back to see the Nardy Boys again soon. Anyway, we're back with another review show. Sorry that we're not filming it at our normal studio. But if we don't film it today, you're probably not going to get a review show. So we've got 4 really cool tricks that we're going to be looking at. Same thing as normal with the review show. We try to be a bit eclectic. We're not just doing the latest stuff. We're trying to look for stuff that's maybe fallen under the radar that a lot of other reviewers aren't reviewing, as well as all of the new stuff that people ask us to review. Anyway, we're going to get straight into this week, and we're going to start off with a brand new trick that's all based around Disney. We like Disney. Yeah. Let's have a look at that one right now. Yeah. So first off, we have Autograph Hound. This is Autograph Hound here. What it is, basically, is if you know the old style colouring book, if you know the 3-way colouring book, what we've got here is a 3-way colouring book built into a Disney autograph book. It's a little bit like a Sven pad, but it's like a 3-way Sven pad. So the idea is that you have an autograph book, you can flick through it and you can show people there's lots of different autographs there, and you can force 2 particular characters. We'll talk about it in a minute, but should we have a look at a performance? Yeah. Ryland's going to do a quick performance on me so you can see exactly what it looks like, and then we'll talk about what we think. Yeah. Here we go. This is Autograph Hound.
I didn't tell you this, but the other week when me and my dad went to Paris, we actually went to Disneyland, and we got like all the people, all the characters to like sign our autograph book, and I'll let you to see some. So we've got stuff like so if we go through, you can see that we've got Mickey Mouse, we've got Goofy, we've got Tigger, we've got Elsa. So you get the idea. There's loads of different
Ariel,
stuff. Yeah, Ariel. So there's all different stuff. Now, what I'll let you to do, Mum, so I'm going to go through the characters. What I'll let you to do, I'm not going to look, but you're going to say stop whenever you want.
Stop.
There?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, you can see that character.
I can.
Yeah? Can the camera see that?
Yes.
I don't know what it is. I'm going to close the book. Now, you could be thinking of a character.
Yeah. I
know that this character's beautiful, like you, yeah?
Oh, thank you. What are you after?
I think she's kind of like you. She's from Beauty and the Beast. She's Belle. Was it Belle?
Yes, I'm glad you meant Belle and not the Beast.
Okay, so Belle. Now, Dad, we're going to try it on you as well.
Okay.
Okay, so I got the book. Now, what I'd like to do is I'm going to flick through. Just say stop there. Okay, so you got that? You see that?
Yeah, I'll show the camera.
You got it? Yeah, then shut the book.
Got it.
I can't see. Now, focus on that character. I can tell that that character is in one of my sister's favourite films.
Yes.
But he can't really survive. Well, he can't really survive in the summer unless he's got Elsa's cloud above him. Yeah?
Yes.
So it's from Elsa. From Frozen. Which means it's Olaf, isn't it?
It is Olaf, yes.
Olaf.
Dude.
Oh my God.
So what do you think of that, Ryan? I mean, it's very, very simple. I mean, first of all, it's well made.
Yes.
I wouldn't be surprised if they've used an official Disney autograph book, because it looks like, even if, I don't know whether they have or not, maybe they haven't, because if you look at the back, it does say LehmanMagic.com, which is where you can get it from, as well as all good magic dealers. But it does look like an official autograph book.
Yeah.
It's well made. The Sven principle is very well hidden. Normally, when you've got a Svengali principle built into it, if if it's a cheaper prop, it looks horrible. But this does not look horrible. This looks really good.
Really nice.
And I love the premise. I've seen people use autograph books before to force a particular celebrity, but I've never seen a 3-way one done before. And this one is really well made. You flick through it. You would believe that all of these are different Disney characters. I mean, it's something that's been very, very, very well thought out. You bring it out. This is the problem with filming in our little house that we've rented for 2 weeks. We've got our dog in the other room. Just try to ignore Indy. I'm very sorry about the unprofessionalism here. But it looks, it looks really good. They've spent a lot of time and effort on the signatures in here to make them look like they are real signatures. Now, Ryland did it as a straight up mind reading piece.
Yeah.
But you do get 2 certificates with it as well, don't you?
Yeah.
And the certificates can be put in the back of the book if you want to. And they can be folded up, or you can use them as a 2-way out. And you can actually say that you've got a certificate, and when they open up the certificate is signed by the 2 Force characters, Olaf and Belle. So you've got one for Belle, you've got one for Olaf. If you're a kids entertainer, this just speaks for itself. I wouldn't use it as a mind reading thing like you did, but imagine if you had like a production box. So imagine if you had like a mirror box or something, or that toy box that you used on BGT that's full of Lego. Imagine if you had that sort of box. For the VT, you had that Lego box, if you remember, that we reviewed a little while ago from Twister Magic, and it says toy box on it. Some people use it for shoes, you used it for Lego. Imagine if you had a big ass Elsa doll in there, and or Olaf, it'd be Olaf, wouldn't it? And you said, hey, I've got this toy box, there's nothing in it, it's completely empty, but we're going to try and see if we can make a toy appear. Not just any toy, but I'll let you guys pick a toy. You can have any toy. In fact, let's go for, who likes Disney? We'll go for a Disney toy. Not just any Disney toy. I'll let you pick which Disney toy. I've got a book of autographs here. You can pick any one. So they pick one. You force Olaf, for example, and you go, oh, no, it's not worked. Maybe you need to shout louder. Oh, no, it's not worked. Maybe you need to shout louder. Everybody wiggle your fingers. And at the end, you've got an Olaf. Imagine if you were doing a kids' party and they were like, oh, my child's really into Disney. Oh, my child's really into Frozen. Oh, okay, no problem. For an extra £50, I'll do a special routine where I get your child up on stage and I'll make an Olaf toy appear right in front of everybody, which I'll then give to your child as a birthday present or something like that, and use this as the basis of a routine that'll be an upsell. A little bit like when you do your Miser's Dream, you give the coin out to everybody at the end. When I do Cube and Bottle, I give the cube out to the client. I think that would be a really nice thing. Yeah. So for kids shows...
Yeah, I really like this. This is really nice.
It's great, isn't it?
Yeah,
kids shows, it's great.
Nice.
Would you do it, though? Because... I don't know if you would. I could see you doing it. I mean, your thing is you like to do tricks that kids are into. You're into Disney. You're a kid. This would absolutely fit your act.
I think I might.
You might do it.
Yeah.
Yeah? How would you do it? How would you do it? What would you do?
The way I just did it then.
Just as a straight-up mind-reading piece. Would you do it mainly close-up or stage?
Close-up.
Imagine doing an illusion show and having Kimberly, because I don't think Kat would make a very good Elsa. But imagine Kimberly dressing up as an Elsa and you're doing the crystal casket. When you walk out on stage, you get a member of the audience to think of a character. Or it'd be Belle, wouldn't it? It'd have to be Belle. You get a member of the audience to think of a character. They think of Belle, and then you take the box and you spin it and you make Belle appear in the box. That'd be amazing.
Yeah.
That'd be brilliant. Okay, what are you giving it? I'm giving it 79%. I'm not going to do it. I really like it, but I ain't going to do it.
Give it 90.
90%. 90% from Ryland. Great for close-up. Fits in jacket pocket. Great for stage. Great for kids entertainers. Great for family entertainers. Great for close-up in restaurants where you've got a lot of kids coming in. It is what it is. If you like the look of it, it's a well-made prop. It's going to last a long time. Yeah, you can get it from Lennon Magic. Is it Lennon? Lehman, lemonmagic.com. Or from all good magic dealers, Penguin and Vanishing Ink and all the other guys sell it. So there's your first product. Let's move on to the second item we're reviewing this week. So the second thing that we're going to be looking at this week is Fortuna by 2 of your favourite magicians, David Jonathan and Nikolas Mavresis.
Yeah.
So Nikolas Mavresis and David Jonathan have between them created some of the best magic that's ever been created. You put the two of them into a room together and you tell them to create something, you're going to get something special. And that's what this is. This is called Fortuna. When you saw this, you immediately wanted to do this.
Yep.
This is all based around the idea of lucky charms. It's all based around, hey, you know, do you believe in luck? I'm a big believer, as you know, in having a really strong hook line. I think that this makes a really great hook line. Hey, do you believe in luck? Would you like me to show you some of the most popular lucky charms of all time? And then you go into this. Now, we're going to talk about everything in a couple of minutes, but first of all, let's have a look at a performance. Ryland's been performing this out in the real world. You've done it on Instagram, haven't you? I believe you've done it on Instagram. Yeah, you've done it on Instagram. So let's have a look at a performance of this first of all. When we've looked at the performance, we'll talk about what we think.
Okay, so I've got an envelope here with 5 of the most lucky charms from around the world.
Okay. 5 lucky charms from around the world.
Would you like to see what they are?
Man, I would love to.
Okay, so in here I have a caduceus, which is from Greece. I have a horseshoe, which is from mainly like any country really. We've got Toomey, which is from Peru, an elephant from India, and a cornicello from Italy.
Okay.
So what I'd like you to do is I'd like you to pick any one of these.
Anyone at all?
Anyone.
I'm going to go for the Toomey.
The Toomey. The thing is, I knew you would pick the Toomey.
Don't believe you.
Thank you.
I don't believe you. You can't just make a claim like that. Prove it.
Well, the thing is, you know, we've got all the other lucky charms.
Mm-hmm.
Well, if you look at that carefully, that kind of looks like a letter, doesn't it?
Yeah, it kind of looks like a T.
It kind of looks like a T. That kind of looks like a U, an M, and an I. That spells the word Toomey.
No way. That's incredible. So what do you think of that, Ryan?
I think it's really nice, and I really like Fortuna. It's very clever how it works.
It is very clever.
I
think we're okay in saying it's a multiple out. I think they've been quite honest in the advertising.
Yeah.
But it's one of the strongest multiple out routines I've ever seen.
It's a multiple out, which you would think is simple, but it's actually it's really good. So really, it's really amazing, basically.
Yeah,
it's brilliant.
A lot of the time with multiple out routines, there's a few weak outs.
Yeah.
And there's certain outs that are better than others.
Yeah.
I think that every single out in this routine is as good as every other.
Yeah.
I don't think that there's one weak out.
Yeah.
Your favourite is the one that I picked, which is Toomey. My favourite is the elephant. I really like the elephant. I think that makes a really nice visual. And every time I've performed this so far, I've had elephant. Every time.
Same.
Yeah. I don't know why, but everybody seems to gravitate towards the elephant. Every time. You've done it a few times. I've done it a few times. Always elephants. We did it on Mark Waddington at the House of Secrets the other day, didn't we? And he really liked it as well. The tutorial is about half an hour, 40 minutes long. That's all it needs to be. To be honest, it could be 5 minutes. But the tutorial is structured in a Zoom call between David and Nikolas, talking about the routine and having basically a conversation between the two of them about how it works and all the different outs and so on and so forth, which I thought was a really clever way of doing the tutorial.
I thought that was really nice as well.
Yeah, and it's going to last a long time. The props are very, very well made. It's self-working.
Yeah.
I've got a question for you. A little while ago, we reviewed a trick called Decision Point by David Regal, and Decision Point was the one with the pen in the leather folio, and there was the eye. There was tons and tons and tons of different cards, and you got to pick one of them. And it was a multiple out, but with like 12 outs. And you said at the time, this is my favourite multiple out trick. Is it still Decision Point, or has Fortuna become now your favourite?
I really like Fortuna.
It's going to be Fortuna now, is it? Yeah. Fortuna is really good. It's also quite smaller. I mean, it is literally just an envelope.
Yeah.
So how's this from a practicality point of view? Everything fits inside an envelope. It's instantly reset. You just put everything back inside the envelope and you're instantly reset. And it's got a nice hook to it as well. It's not just pick a playing card. It's got a really nice hook to it that makes sense as well with the Lucky Charms. And it's just really good. It's really good. It's really good. I like it. I like it. I'm going to do it. I'm going to give this 92%. I think that Nikolas and David have hit it out of the park again. 92% from me. What are you giving it?
I'm going to give it 95%.
95%. 95% from Ryland, 92% from me. Now we're going into what I personally think is the trick of the week this week.
Really?
Yeah, I think this is trick of the week. You might disagree with me, but I think it's trick of the week.
Is that your...
My trick. Yeah. My trick. Let's see what we think. So, next up, we've got my trick of the week, which is Polka Dot by Sirus Magic. Ryland just said to me. Ryland just said, I like polka dots. That was my Ryland impression, by the way. I hope you're impressed. I like polka dot. I'm trying to do that Brummie accent that you've got, You sound like you've just walked out the Black Country. I like polka dot, but I prefer Fortuna. Fortuna's the best trick for me. Not polka dot. It's Fortuna. That's how you sound. Hello, my name's Ryland. Would you like to see a trick with the Rubik's Cube? Anyway, I'm not going to say anything about this. I'm going to just do a performance of it. Here it is. This is Polka Dot by Sirus. Right.
Yeah?
Deck of cards.
Okay.
Got a deck of cards here. I'm going to show you something with a pack of 52 playing cards, but as well as the deck of cards, I'm also going to show you something incredible with these. Now, these come in every deck of cards now. You get one in the red pack, you get one in the blue pack. And they're kind of weird. They've got backs, but on the fronts, they're blank, but they've got like what looks like part of a back design on them. Okay. Isn't that weird?
Yeah.
Now, there's a reason for these. You can examine them and look at them and make sure they're okay. There's actually a reason for them, and they're designed to make sure that each pack of cards has the right quality control. You see, you put it on there, and it allows you to work out whether the printing is in the right place, because sometimes cards get misprinted. Do you understand? Mm-hmm. And this looks absolutely perfect. But I realised that this is kind of like an optical illusion. And what I mean by that is if you put it on top of a deck of cards, it looks like there's a hole in here. Mm-hmm. It kind of looks like a hole, isn't it?
Yeah.
Now, it's not a hole until you do that. When you do that, it actually becomes a hole, which is so weird. What? Don't you think that's weird? Look, that's a hole. Now, it's only an illusion. And what I mean by that is it looks like there's a hole, but you and I both know that there's absolutely no hole. There can't be a hole. It's impossible. Now, I found something even stranger. Do you want to see something even stranger?
Yeah.
Let me put the blue one away, because I've got this red one as well.
Okay.
And with the red one, you can do a really weird thing. Like, this is one of the weirdest things I've ever seen. So I'm going to get you to pick a card. So what I'm going to do is shuffle through the cards like this. And anytime you say stop, you can stop on at any position that you want to. So just say stop.
Stop.
Right there, yeah? Mm-hmm. So we'll take that card. Are you happy that you stopped there?
Yeah.
You happy? If you're happy, I'm happy. Have a look at the card. Show the camera. Very important. Do not show me. You got it? Mm-hmm. So here's the thing. If I could tell you what this card is, would that be good?
Yeah.
It's the Jack of Spades. Thank you. Not impressed. But here's the thing. If I take the red one and I put the red one here on top of the blue card, it's not a very good illusion. No. Because you know that you're not seeing a hole because the card is blue underneath, right? Mm-hmm. Unless I do this. Do you know what happens when I do that, Ryland?
What?
What happens... Yeah. Is you can actually take a piece of red and pull it right there onto your Jack of Spades. I can even go one step further. I know what you're thinking. How could you go? What would you like me to go one step further?
Yeah.
Watch this. Just press boop. Do that. Boop. You got to go a little bit louder. You got to go boop.
Boop.
A little bit louder. Boop.
Boop.
Do you know what happens when you do that?
What?
Well, first of all, this card turns red. This card is red. But what's really weird is that now every single card in the pack is red. And that is not an illusion. That is a miracle.
That's crazy.
So there you go. That's polka dot. I think that's just amazing. I know it's like, my name's Ryland. I don't do card tricks. I'm too cool for card tricks, even though every other trick in your show is, can you pick a card?
Trick.
Huh?
Technically, technically it's not card trick.
Yeah, it's not a card
Because it
trick.
doesn't involve a pack of cards.
There's a pack of cards there, but you're right, it doesn't involve a pack of cards. What I like about
It's
this...
a pack of cards.
It reminds me a little bit of Holes by David Forrest from years ago, but way better.
I don't know that.
I know you don't, but way better. I remember Sirus showing me this at the Magic Circle when I was at the Magic Circle a little while ago, and he showed it me before it even got released, and then I saw it again at the Blackpool Magic Convention, and I was really impressed. This is just a great trick. This makes a fantastic opening routine. So if you want to open with this, you can do. And because it's got a color changing deck concept built into it, when you go into the routine, it makes a great opener because you can bring this out. You've got a really strong visual. It's quick. It's not about picking a card. And then when you've finished, you've got this incredible color changing deck finale. You're left with a regular deck of cards. You just put the whole cards away. You're left with a regular deck of cards that you can do anything else with. And the reset is almost instantaneous. Like, this is a real working routine. And it was very nice to see Sirus had live performance footage in the actual project. So there were multiple performances, both to camera and also multiple performances in a live environment of real people as well. And it's really nice when I see that. It's not that difficult to do. There's a couple of moves that you need to learn. Nothing that difficult.
How long was the tutorial?
It was about an hour. And he went, I mean,
like, that's not as long as yours, but for me, that's very long.
my tutorials are long, but they have substance. It's not like I'm just sitting there waffling about boring card tricks for half an hour.
Yeah, it is.
What do you mean, yeah, it is?
Yeah, it is.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it is.
Can we stop with the whole boring card trick thing? I don't do boring card tricks. Sometimes I do boring key tricks as well, and boring coin tricks.
Sometimes boring magic magazine tricks.
Oh, don't disgossip. No. No, I'm not having you. No. I'm not going to sit here and have you besmirch gossip. It's not going to happen. No. You wait until Wild Cubes is officially out and I'll be talking about your boring cube tricks, young man.
That's not a boring cube trick. It's an interesting cube trick.
It's not about you and me. It's about Sirus. It's about Polka Dot, which is definitely not a boring card trick.
It's a short, interesting card trick. I like your tricks.
Let's move on. Now you've flustered me. There's an extra bonus thing that you can do with this as well. He teaches you how to do a color changing card box. I don't think it needs that. I think that's overkill. Although, you know, some people might disagree with me, but you can actually have this moment where you take the cards out of the box. So let's say you're using a blue deck. You take the cards out of a blue card box, put the box to one side, do the routine, and when you look back at the card box, it's red. He's got a very nice, easy way of doing that requires audience management of misdirection. But the actual, you don't need to do that. It's just a bonus thing if you want to. The actual routine itself is really strong. That moment where you pull the hole back, where you pull it back and now there's a hole in the card. It's like there's like 4 or 5 phases, and each phase is just like an absolute visual, kind of like eye candy moment. And that's why it's my trick of the week. It's super practical. There's no angler shoes. It's easy to do. You don't need a table. You can do this completely walk around. It's got a lot of audience interaction. It's over really quickly. There's multiple visual moments, and it resets immediately. For me, this is getting 100%. I love this. This is absolutely, definitely, nobody cares. I'm going absolutely, definitely, without a shadow of a doubt, this is going into my act. So, Mr. I don't do card tricks. I'm too cool for school. I do Rubik's Cube tricks. What are you giving it?
I'm going to give it 98, like I said, but you said it doesn't matter.
Oh, right, hang on. So you're giving it 98%, right? And Fortuna, you gave 95%. And yet you say...
I 110 for this.
Oh, now we're changing the... Never get a 10-year-old to do magic reviews. They can't count. So the Fortuna mark has changed to 110%. We're now at 98% for Polka Dot from him and 100% from me. This is a really good card trick that's absolutely not boring.
Unlike yours.
Shut up. So, the final review today, we have the organic spirit slates from Juan Slates, the organic spirit slates by Juan Capilla and Julio Montoro. A modern way to perform a classic in Magic. I don't think these have been released directly through a Magic company or Murphy's yet.
Why are you referring to Murphy's as like not a Magic company?
Well, they're not a Magic company. They're a Magic wholesaler. So you can't buy something from Murphy's. You can't ring up Murphy's and go, "Hi, can I buy a copy of the Quantum deck, please, by Greg Beck?" You can't do that. You can't buy something from Murphy's. Murphy's are a wholesaler. So Murphy's buy lots of tricks in, sell them to Magic shops like Alakazam, Prop Dog, Magic Box, Magic, all these different places, Penguin, Vanishing Ink, and then they sell them. So when it's carried by Murphy's, it means it's going to be available from every Magic shop worldwide. Every Magic shop will have access to it. All of Julio Montoro's stuff goes through Murphy's, but this has not gone through Murphy's yet. We got this from the Blackpool Magic Convention, and I think you can get it directly from Julio's website, so juliomontoro.com.
Okay.
And this is, as he says, I love it when you take classics and bring them bang up to date. This is a modern way to perform a classic of Magic. The performer displays 2 blank key tags, hands them out to the spectator to hold. The spectator freely chose a card, and when the tags are turned, the name of the selection appears. This is a brilliant reimagining of the Spirit Slates and perfect for an EDC. I'm going to show you the props in a second, but I'm going to get Ryland to do a performance. Now, we've already filmed this performance. Please note that normally you would have the Spirit Slates held by a spectator in their hand. Ryland didn't do that. He just put them on the table because he's tired. And he forgot. And he's too much of a diva to film it again because his standards when it comes to this review show are literally in the toilet. So I'd like to apologise on behalf of Ryland for not doing the change in his hand or in the spectator's hand instead of just putting it onto the table. The quality of Magic that you will experience from watching Magic TV is not normally this low. Let's have a look at Spirit Slate's organic version.
Okay, so I've got a pack of cards here.
Okay. Paris deck.
Yeah, Paris deck.
From your trip to Paris.
Yeah, I've got some key fobs here as well.
Okay.
Now, all I'd like you to do is I'd like you to just say stop whenever you like.
Anytime.
Yeah.
Stop.
There.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's your card. You got it?
Shall I show it the camera?
Yeah. You got it?
Yep, got it.
Good. And just pop it in the middle, so I don't know what it is.
Okay.
Okay. Now, as I say, I've got these 2 key fobs here.
Yeah.
Now you can see that they're blank.
Mm-hmm.
But the thing is, if I snap my fingers like this, you know what happens?
What happens?
You can see that there is the King of Hearts. Was that your card?
The King of Hearts was my card. Oh my gosh, that's amazing.
Wait, how?
That's a miracle.
That's confusing, right?
So, there you go, that's Spirit Slates. Now, you have, considering you're 10 and you don't even leave the house on your own, you have a key fob with about 1,000 keys on it. You have Keymaster. You have Monkey. You have Chris Rawlins' Hider key on there. You got a bunch of stuff on there. You've got other key. And now you're adding this to the mix. Ryland has said, this is going to become part of my everyday carry. This is going to go on my keychain act because that's what every 10-year-old has, a bunch of keys that they take everywhere. Well, this 10-year-old does. So, yeah, I mean, it's the Spirit Slates. That's what it is. Slates, thank you. The Spirit Slates. You can use it to predict anything. So if you do a bit of pre-show, you could predict a name. You can have a celebrity written in here and use something like Digital Force Bag to force the celebrity. If you've got another really clever, cool, interesting way that's absolutely not boring to force a celebrity name, like maybe Gossip, which is absolutely cool and not boring in any way. Another way to force a celebrity, you could have that celebrity name in there as well, and you could force the celebrity through that.
As long as it's not not a long-boring magazine trick.
Exactly.
Like gossip.
Shut up. You could have
You said exactly. You said exactly.
You could have a number in. I said shut up. You could have a number in there. You could use toxic, and you could force a number in there. You could switch a bill and have a serial number in there. You could use that book that we did and have Olaf written in there if you wanted to. There's a million different ways that you can actually present this. The whole idea is that they're dry wipes, so you can rub them off immediately. We use permanent marker, but as you know, it's quite easy to get permanent marker off whiteboards.
Oh yeah,
exactly. And it comes with this carabiner.
What's a carabiner?
It's kind of like a fancy clip for a keys. There you go. So that you can have them on there, and this is very important because this is very easy. These become very easy to take off. The reset is almost instantaneous. Once it's done, it's semi-examinable. If you gave them people for too long to look at, I'm sorry, I'm waking you up. If you gave people these too long to look at, they would might find something. But I love this. I want this on my keychain. You and I both picked up one of these at Blackpool.
Yep.
You had one, I had one. This one's yours. Mine's already on my keychain. I love this. I'm going to give this 90%. I think that you should get this. I think this is really good.
I think it's really good.
What are you giving it? You and Harry Nardi at Blackpool were running around. Harry bought this at Blackpool, didn't he? And that when you finished on the Alakazam stand, them in Wild Cubes, you disappeared with Harry. And by the way, if you don't know, not Harry Nardi, Harry Piper, Harry Merlin Piper. If you don't know who Harry Merlin Piper is, he's incredible. Go check out Harry's performance on Spain's Got Talent. How good was that?
That was good.
Oh my gosh. I mean, this is a kid, 12, 13, something like that. Here's a kid. He's been performing longer than Ryland because he's older. And he's been, went on Spain's Got Talent. He did ventriloquism, magic, and singing. You can just do magic. He's so much better than you in every way. He performs every night on at the House of Illusion at Salou with his dad Rodney James Piper, and you two are really close friends. And when you're at a convention together and you go wandering off together, havoc happens, havoc, chaos, and insanity. And that's what happened at Blackpool. And you came back to the Alakazam stand, and Harry had just bought this. And you and Harry were like, oh my gosh, it's so amazing. You got to look at this. It's a sprint. And I was like, that does look cool. And that's one of the reasons that I went over to Julio's stand, because I wanted this. I wanted to buy this. I think it's really good. So, yeah, what are you giving it again? What percentage are you giving it?
I'm going to give it, I never said, but it's going to be mind control.
Go on then. I'm giving it 98%.
I'm giving it
95%. 98% from Ryan and 95% from me. All really good. You want to get one of these. It'll be in Murphy's soon enough, but if you don't want to wait, go to juliomontoro.com, send him an email. He's very active on Instagram and Facebook as well. Reach out to him and get a copy from there. But it's another great product. Well done, Julio.
That's another review shot in the bag. That's another review shot in the bag. That's another review shot in the bag. And it's strange because I usually have cushions on the seat of the thing because it's a little stool. But now there's no cushions because it's an actual chair. And when I'm jumping up and landing, it hurts more.
It hurts your ass. Be careful. Remember when I used to make you stand when we started the review show? And everybody said in the comments, don't make him stand, give him a seat. Seat.
You still promised me a proper seat.
I will get you.
Haven't got me one.
I will get you a proper seat. I promise. Although you're too big for the review show.
Maybe you stand instead next time.
I'm too tall.
No.
I'm too tall. No. That is another review show in the bag.
We'll just lift the camera whenever you're talking.
Ryland, shut up. That is another review show in the bag. Thank you once again for joining us right here on Magic TV. We really appreciate it. Don't forget, you can like this video. You can subscribe to the channel. Also, don't forget to subscribe to his channel. Although, why should you bother? Because to be honest, he's got way too many subscribers. Is on well over 16,000 Instagram followers, well over 3,000 Facebook followers. He's got over 1,000 YouTube followers. He's just so. I'll tell you something right now. When he went to, we're filming this in Blackpool, and he went to a farm, and and they invited him to they invited him on Instagram to come along for free because he's an influencer. So he got into this farm, him and his mom and his sister got into this farm for free and got loads of free stuff and free safaris. And all he had to do was put on his Instagram how wonderful a time he was having. I don't get that. Nobody says, oh, Craig, you're an influencer. Would you like to do that? No, never happens. You, farm trips, done. Influencer Ryland. Forget about it. We'll be back again next Wednesday with another review show. Don't forget, you can go check out the Netrix. It is
www.thenetrix.cookies.
At this point, whatever. I'll be back again next. I'll be back on my own tomorrow.
By the way, he sometimes says it's com. Don't use com as cookies.
With that being said, we'll see you again soon. Thanks very much for watching. We'll see you again. I'm Craig.
I'm Ryland.
Bye, everyone.
Bye-bye.